One thing I noticed yesterday about the fight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is that nobody left early. Everybody was on their feet. Gilly the Kid was in attendance to watch Jaron Boots and his fight. So was Danny Garcia and Stephen Fulton. But I have a question. Why every time a fighter is inactive, every time you see them at a fight, all they gotta say is nothing, but they definitely showing that jewelry? Hey, yo, Danny Garcia and Stephen Fulton, instead of showing off your jewelry, you need to be in that ring.
You're not a pay-per-view star.
Danny Garcia was sitting next to two twins who just can't sing. I really couldn't tell y'all their names. But Jaron Boots and Ennis came to put on a show. Shout out to everybody in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania who came to see their hometown hero. Even Shakur Stevenson was in attendance, even though he not from Philly.
Soft ass nigga.
I'm really not a fan of fighters fighting other fighters' leftovers, because automatically people are gonna compare performances between what Bud did versus David Evanesian to what Boots did versus David Evanesian. That's just how boxing goes. But Jaron Boots Ennis was in a tougher fight than he anticipated. Jaron Boots Ennis had to get to work. David Evanesian did not come to lay down. At least at first, the man was putting up a fight. The man was showing everybody the lack of defense that Jaron Boots Ennis got.
Ass whooping.
I thought Jaron Boots Ennis had better defense than this, but it shows. If you stand in Jaron Boots Ennis' chest and are willing to fight the man, you could land some punches on Boots if you are willing to fight him. Don't try to box him, but get up close and fight Boots, you definitely gonna land on him.
Mediocre.
One thing David Evanesian did impress me with was that he is a switch hitter. I had no idea. David Evanesian switches stances when he is boxing, and it low-key worked in some spots versus Boots. David Evanesian was fighting Boots. He did not back down. That's what made it an interesting fight while it lasted.
But you need to concentrate.
Good fight while it lasted, but around number 5, Jaron Boots Ennis lands an overhand 2, drops David Evanesian, and apparently broke the man's jaw. David Evanesian's jaw got broke from this shot, and the man retired on his stool. So I guess Jaron Boots Ennis could say that he finished David Evanesian quicker than Terence Crawford did.
I know Southpaw TV.
Was I impressed with Jaron Boots Ennis' performance? Offensively, yes. Defensively, no. All around, I give Jaron Boots Ennis' performance about a 6.5, maybe a 7. That is it, that is all. I don't think that he should have got touched versus David Evanesian. Bud Crawford made Evanesian look silly. I don't think that David Evanesian landed 2 punches against Bud Crawford. But Terence Bud Crawford tweeted out at the end of the fight, "World-class fighter now, huh? Made the double standards be crazy. Eddie Hearn, you talk good."
I don't glorify that.
I don't know, man. I've been saying that Boots Ennis versus Terence Bud Crawford would be a 50-50 fight, but after what I saw yesterday, I think Bud Crawford smokes Boots. Real talk. I think Terence Bud Crawford is just levels above everybody in the game right now, including Jaron Boots Ennis. I don't give a damn if he is a switch hitter. Bud Crawford is just that guy. I think he will stop Boots Ennis. You see, Boots Ennis could take shots like this from David Evanesian, but I don't think he could take punches like this from Terence Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford got power, stamina, speed, and most importantly, experience.
I catch y'all with my dead grandmother, I'm gonna boom y'all. On camera, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
One clown who was in attendance last night was Shakur Stevenson, aka Shakur Stevenson, the softest fighter in boxing. The man been getting cooked by Berto recently.
Look at this fool right here. Crying. Look at this fool. Oh no. I don't want to lose. Look at this fool.
I never knew that Berto could be funny on the internet, but the man is very entertaining on the internet. He posted this picture of Shakur Stevenson talking about guess who don't got that dog in him. This is funny because it's true. Then the man posted a picture of Shakur Stevenson running in that ring versus Edmund de los Santos. Berto said, "Where you running, bro? Your feet are going the wrong way." I never seen nobody run like this in the sport of boxing in my life. Don't you ever compare Shakur Stevenson to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather ain't never ran like this. Shakur just soft as hell.
I dare one of you rappers try me.
This dude on Twitter tweeted out, "Until Shakur Stevenson could do this, he should stop comparing himself to Floyd." And it showed a picture of Floyd Mayweather massacring Arturo Gatti. Floyd Mayweather vs. Gotti was one of Floyd's greatest performances ever. Shakur Stevenson said, "Gimme Cambosis and I got y'all." Notice how Shakur Stevenson is always looking to fight a fighter who got destroyed before several times. George Cambosis lost 4 times in a row ever since he beat Teofimo Lopez. This is the man that Shakur Stevenson is looking to fight. You see, Shakur Stevenson never wants to challenge himself because the moment that he did, he ran in that ring like this.
And not a pay-per-view star.
The man just not cut like that. And remember when I told y'all that the only reason that Shakur Stevenson recorded himself running through New Jersey is so he could post it on Instagram 100 times. And if you look at Shakur Stevenson's Instagram, that's exactly what he did. He recorded himself running through New Jersey, a place that he ain't lived in over 20 years, just so he could post it on the internet begging for acceptance from New Jersey, who booed the man and ran out that arena when they got sick of his boring fight.
You're not a pay-per-view star.
We're back to Jerron Boots Ennis real quick. Oscar de la Hoya, aka Oscar de la 8-Ball, had the nerve to tweet out, "Please, Bud Crawford and Virgil Ortiz will destroy Boots Ennis." I can understand Bud Crawford, but why you gotta throw in Mr. Virgil Ortiz? Isn't Virgil Ortiz the same man who said this when he was asked, would he ever fight Boots?
We're gonna meet, but it's gonna be all the way up there.
Your first reaction is your realest reaction. Your initial response is your truest response. The first time Virgil Ortiz was asked about Boots, he said, "We're gonna fight all the way up there." That sounds like fear to me. Even though Jerron Boots Ennis didn't look too good last night, I still think he got enough in the tank to beat Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz just ain't like that to me. I think the man is overhyped by Golden Boy. Look what happened to Ryan Garcia. Look what happened to Canelo Alvarez. The list goes on. Julio Cesar Martinez, and I think Virgil Ortiz is next. Virgil Ortiz is alright, but he ain't all that. And I think Boots Ennis would stop Virgil Ortiz. I don't care how terrible he looked last night. It is what it is.
Shout out to Southpaw TV for killing it. You know, covering sports, covering the sport of boxing. And shout out to you because you always show me love. And you, I think, featured me twice already in your videos. One time was when I interviewed Benavidez. The other time was recently for my interview with Tank. So shout out to Southpaw TV. Make sure you guys subscribe to it.
When I catch y'all with my dead grandmother, I'm gonna boom y'all.